Okay, guys, so I've been wanting to see these longs. We talked about this since this morning. We talked about the reversal. We were waiting forever for that reversal. And then, of course, everything always happens when I'm busy and I'm having a meeting, talking business, and then we see the reversal and I miss the setup. Oh well, it happens. But anyways, we did get the reversal and we are going for data high, right? That's our expectation now. Now I've been waiting for us to trade into a 15-minute right here. We just created that 15-minute busy. And now I want to see us start bouncing off that 15-minute. And I want to see a nice little setup here in the longs. You guys know I don't like to just take trades based off of bouncing off a fair value gap. I need to see more confirmation. So I want to see if we're going to get some kind of confirmation like bullish fair value gap, inversion, something along those lines where we can catch a nice trade off the bounce on the 15-minute fair value gap. And we're going to come up and target our data high on the hourly. Remember that data high. This is exactly what I talked about this morning. I said we're going to sweep our data low. This is what I want to see happen. Where was our data low? Right here. And then we're going to reverse and we're going to sweep data high, right? This is the exact thing we talked about because it happens, pretty much every single time we have CPI and PPI. Pretty much every single time this happens, right? So I'm not just saying that just to say it, but there's a bunch of reasons. We have weekly profile, weekly bullish profile. We have our data that I've seen this happen so many times, right? So I'm expecting the same thing tomorrow as well with PPI data. Same exact type of thing, right? We want to see data low taken out and then data high. So now we're waiting for us to take out data high. Now, the price action hasn't been very good. That's the only issue with this whole reversal move. The price action is very, how should I say it? It likes to fake out a lot. It likes to manipulate, right? So it comes down, it makes the move, and you get in the longs, and then what does it do? It comes all the way back down, manipulates you out, and then it makes a move, and then it manipulates you out, and then it makes a move, right? It chops around. So this is still hard price action to trade. It's not the best price action. Right now it's looking much better, and now we're seeing the bounce off the 15-minute. But it's not easy. Even when you do see this reversal, this isn't the easiest price action to trade, right? It's pretty bad. So if you did catch the long, props to you. Not the easiest long to catch, but a good trade anyways. So now I'm waiting for a 1-minute busy to form like this right here. And I'm waiting for us to trade into the 1-minute busy. And I'm looking to take the long up to our data high. Boom. Quick trade, call it a day, right? That's all I'm looking for right here. Nothing too crazy. Keep, around a 40 tick stop. Technically, I want to keep my stop below that candle to close or the opening price of this fair value gap candle. So that's what I'm going to do. So I want to see us form this fair value gap right now. I want to see us trade into it, and I want to take my long up to our data high, and I want to take my profit and call it a day. And I won't even take any more trades after that. This will be the only trade. It'll be a quick session. We'll look to catch a little profit and call it a day. So hopefully that sounds good with you guys. And if it doesn't set up, will have to not take it, right? We'll just have to sit on the sideline. Okay, here we go. Here's the fair value gap. We need to see us trade into this fair value gap now. Right here. I want to see us trade into it. I want to see us bounce, and I want to take this long. We're bouncing off a 15-minute busy, a 5-minute busy. All right, there we go. We just tapped into it. Now I want to look for the bounce here. I need to see us bounce or else I'm not taking this entry, right? So let's see if we bounce. As we start to bounce, I'll look for my entry. I need to see this candle start turning bullish a little bit here. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting a bounce. We're getting a bounce. I need to see a little more confirmation. A little more confirmation here. I'm not going to take my entry off a bearish candle right now. With the manipulation we've seen today, that's not a smart move. I need to see a real bounce and get an entry off an actual bullish candle. Okay, we're respecting the fair value gap so far. I'm going to get my entry. I got filled kind of high again. A really high fill on that one. Okay, that's all right. I'm not going to go in a full right now. I'm going to keep it in half. 84 ticks for full TP. And then what is my mental stop? If we inverse this 1-minute busy, I'm getting out, right? I'm not going to keep holding. That's my mental stop. I'm going to keep my stop as low as I can down here. Probably about 47 ticks. A little bit higher. All right, so let's see if we can start expanding now. So we've gotten our trade. We bounced off a 15-minute busy. We bounced off a 5-minute busy. We grabbed internal lows. We swept an internal low. We created a 1-minute bullish for value gap. We're bouncing off the bullish for value gap. And now we're going to see if we're going to follow through or not. If we come down and inverse this 1-minute busy, I will just sell my position. I will get out, and I will probably just call it a day. All right? I don't want to deal with the manipulation if we're going to continue to get manipulation. So no follow through there. And now we're trying to come back down. We just, refilling this fair value gap even though we've already rebalanced it. So we really need to see this gap hold right now. Really need to see this gap hold. We've got a 1-minute bullish order block down here, 1-minute bullish fair value gap. And now we need to see us start bouncing off this level. All right, so I like the trade. I like the position. This is a trade I'm very willing to take here. I really like this position. And as I said before, if it doesn't follow through, I'll just cut the trade and I will get out and I won't even risk anymore. I'll probably just call it a day after that. So let's see if we can bounce. Let's see if we can make this move. Can we do it? Can we do it? That's a good pump right there. That's a really good candle, guys. Very good candle. So what I'll do is at the data high, I'll sell off 2 up there. And then if we really wick down quick, I'll just get out of my position. But if we want to keep pumping a little bit further, I'll keep holding on to one runner. So that's the candle we wanted to see right there. This 1-minute candle is exactly the type of candle we wanted to see. A really strong up-close candle, strong bullish order flow, creating another fair value gap. That's the kind of candle we want to see. Now we just got to get some follow through. Got to get some follow through. Let's see if NQ wants to actually follow through right now. So this is when I start to move my stop loss up a little bit. I start to de-risk here. I move it up. I'll move it up just a few ticks because we did leave behind some equal lows. Actually, I'm going to keep it where it's at. I'm not going to adjust it. I'm going to keep it where it's at right now. Oh, I guess I moved it up a tick. The reason I'm going to keep it where it's at is because we left behind some equal lows here. Just in case price wants to come back and sweep those equal lows and then start pumping, I'll give it a shot, right? I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see us come all the way back down there. But just in case, I'll still let my trade run. Okay, small, just 1-minute busy here. Very small 1-minute busy. Let's see if we're gonna trade into it and bounce. So now we're creating better bullish order flow, right? Strong up close candle, another bullish fair value gap here. Now we just need to see us bounce off this. If we come down and inverse this fair value gap, I don't know how much longer I'll hold that trade for. I need to see us respecting our bullish order flow here. Really following through. Really pushing for that data high. And now we play the waiting game. We hold on to our position. We're watching it closely just in case something happens that we don't want to happen. We cut the trade. But for right now, it still looks pretty good. I still have all of my conviction in this trade right now. We're going to need to see ES come up and inverse a 5-minute SIBI up here. And as you guys know, our price action has looked a lot, very weird for most of the day. But this whole leg up right now is the best price action I've seen in a little while. This leg up is pretty nice. And I like our retracement into the 15 and the 5-minute busy. I love the bounce we got. I love the fact that we bounced really good off of this 1 minute. So now we'll just see if our support is actually going to hold us up and really continue to push up to our data high, or if we're going to get manipulated out of this trade right now. Yeah, the price action has not been very good this week. I agree. Price action has not been very good. It's been a weird week of price action. And this is what I don't want to see right here. I don't want to see a huge down close candle. So we inverse this 1 minute busy. I'll still hold on to this trade though, because we still have this support down here. Right? We still have a 1 minute busy down here. We're still being held up by support right now. We're still getting a really clean bounce off a 5 minute and a 15-minute busy. But as I said before, if we inverse this 1 minute right here, I'm out. I'm cutting the trade. I won't keep holding it. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm just keeping it light. I'm just keeping it half a lot right now. No full position, anything like that. Keeping it light. Very light risk. Decent reward, nothing crazy. So now what are we doing? We're struggling to battle through this 1 minute bearish order block here. All right, this is a bearish order block. We create an up close candle and then we get a down close candle that closes below the up close candle. This now becomes a bearish order block. So we need to fight through this level. We need to battle through this level right now. If we can start trading above the opening price here, that'll look much better. We need to trade above the opening price of this candle, or the closing price, excuse me. Right there, we got to start pushing above that level. And we really got to close above. Notice how that's where we're struggling to fight through right now, is the closing price right there. We're really struggling because that's a very key touch point here on this order block. We needed to see us really push through this. Now we just keep on waiting. Keep on waiting. So not the follow through that I wanted to see. I wanted to see a lot more follow through, but this is the theme for the past few days, right? This whole week, we really have to be patient with our trades. We have to let them play out. There's going to be manipulation. There's going to be chop. It's going to be moving slow. So you just have to have that patience. Gotta have that patience here. So we really want to see us pushing through this order block, and we want to see us making higher highs here. We don't want to see us come back down and make a lower low. If we do come back down and we sweep these lows and come back up and respect the fair value gap, cool. That's fine. I'll keep holding on to this trade. But if we come down and we close below and we get a closure below these lows, I'm out. Right? No longer holding. No longer holding onto that position. But as of right now, I'm still liking this setup here. I'm still liking it right now. Let's just see if we can battle through. Can we finally battle through this level? This small little resistance level here. We're trying right now. We're really trying. Here we go. This is a good looking candle right now. Very good looking candle. If you guys want to make this a risk-free trade or start de-risking a little bit, you can do that. We've hit over 50 ticks now. This is now when I start to de-risk, right? Now I start moving my stop loss up a little bit. Now I'll move my stop loss up to just below that fair value gap. Just below that fair value gap. So now we've battled through the order block. That's what we needed to do. But we need ES to start making highs. We need ES to start pumping as well. We needed it to battle through this 5-minute SIBI here. So very good close on that 1 minute candle now. Let's see if we can make it up to that data high. All right, this is just the theme. This is what's been going on all week. We make a really solid bullish candle, really starting to make good bullish order flow. And then we just get a crazy manipulation leg that comes all the way down just randomly, right? It's not typical price action when you see that kind of manipulation, guys. We don't like to see that kind of manipulation. So when you see that happening in the market, that's why you see me sizing down in my trades, right? I'm not going heavy because there's always that possibility of crazy manipulation, volume spikes. So I just keep my risk pretty light. Let's see if this one can play out. So we really got to now start battling through these highs here. Start battling through these highs. Because now this level here can act as a bearish order block, right? This candle here is now a bearish order block on the 1 minute. So we really want to start pushing above this high. And we need to see ES start pushing through as well. We got to see ES pushing through this 5-minute SIBI. So far, how many ticks? About 57 ticks. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Above a 1-to-1. We are above a 1-to-1 now. So if you're just looking for a quick 1-to-1 scalp, just take your TP and move on, right? You don't need more. If you don't need more than that, that's all you're looking for, take your TP, walk away. So honestly, at this point, I'm just going to make this a risk-free trade, guys. I'm going to make this a risk-free trade. I'm just moving my stop to break even. There's no point in me right now letting this one come all the way back down and getting stopped out for a loss. Not with this kind of price action. I would much rather walk away with my $400 in profit that I already have than walk away in the red because, you know, I just kept holding for too long and let it come back and stop me out when we know price action isn't the best. So risk-free trade now. We're above a 1-to-1, risk-free. Let's see if we can make it up to our TP. But so far, the framework for our trade was A+, right? We had a really good A+ setup. Great framework for our trade. Great analysis. Now it's just up to NQ if it wants to actually play out or if it wants to manipulate. All right, and we'll go over the trade setup one more time just so you guys are aware. We created a 15-minute busy. We have our data high. This is the thing we've talked about the entire day, right? We wanted to sweep data low. That's why we took a short. And then we wanted to see a reversal up to data high. And that's exactly what we're seeing. I didn't catch the initial reversal. I was a little bit busy. But we waited for another setup. We traded into a 15-minute busy. We traded into a 5-minute busy. And then what do? We sweep an internal low here. We create a 1-minute bullish for value gap. We get our entry. And we're holding it for data high, right? That's the whole framework for the trade. That's why it's an A+ setup to me. I think it's a very solid setup here. So right now, what are we doing? We're struggling to break through the 1-minute order block here. ES is struggling to break through the 5-minute SIBI. We really need to see ES pumping or else this one's going to come back and stop us out of break even. We got to see ES pump through this level. All right, so the one thing I don't like is the fact that ES has already swept data high. I don't like that too much. But we look very bullish, and I don't expect us just to sweep data high. I would expect us to sweep data high and then try to take out previous day high as well. Right? Because look we failed all the way down here. We failed to sweep previous day low, right? We barely failed to sweep previous day low, and then we got our reversal. Now I want to see us take out previous day high. That's why I'm going to hold on to one runner and only sell 2 up here at our TP. And I'm going to see if we want to make it all the way up to previous day high on this trade. And that allows me to still hold on to this position right now because even though ES has swept our previous or has swept our data high, I'm still expecting ES to go to previous day high, which means that NQ can now still move up to that data high as well. Right? Using that confluence, using our markets in confluence, right? So we'll know shortly if we're going to get manipulated out of this one or if it's actually going to go to our TP. But either way, there's no stress in this trade because it's a risk-free trade. So it's stress-free. I can just sit back and watch this one play out, and either I am making some money on it or I'm back to where I was before. No stress. I will still be in the green on the day, even if this one stops me at a break even. We have a small 2-minute busy right here. I don't like how ES is really bouncing off that 5-minute though. Exactly. I agree, Ron. It's definitely worth a shot. Definitely worth a shot. 100%. You know, and if it doesn't work out, cool. We'll walk away with our profit. Green on the day. Yes, sir, Bash. We are long from 21,222.50. Trying to take this long up to our data high. I don't like what I'm seeing over here on ES, though. This is a very strong rejection off that 5-minute SIBI. Not liking this. Not liking this very much. Let's see if we get a little SMT down here. If we come down and sweep this low, we'd have a little bit of SMT divergence. We're still being held up right now by the 2-minute busy. So that's a good sign. We're still being held up by bullish order flow right now. Good support here. Did we sweep? Okay, so it looks like we barely swept that low on ES. So we barely got some SMT right there. Just barely. That's just an extra confirmation right now for these longs to step in. Good structure here. Good bounce off the 2-minute. Now we just need to see if we can fight through this 1-minute bearish order block. There we go. That's a good candle. Again, feel free to take a TP if you guys want to. I'm going to keep holding this one. It's risk-free. I'm cool with holding this. We did just get SMT at the highs, though. We did just get some pretty bad SMT at the highs there. So not what I love to see here. Look at that. That wick is kind of nasty. A little bit nasty of a wick. We just need to see ES pumping. Everything right now looks like it's up to ES here, right? If ES keeps moving lower, then NQ is probably going to keep moving lower as well. We need to see ES start moving up, start moving higher. You know, the nice thing about a trade like this is we haven't really been in the drawdown. We were barely in the drawdown right here. But we got, you know, a pretty good entry. Not really stressed at all about this trade. Barely came back down. We've been in the green for the whole trade. We have a risk-free trade now. Break even stop. It's a stress-free trade. You know, those trades that are really stressful are the ones where you're sitting in drawdown for a while. You know, your trade doesn't go your way, and now you're just waiting to see if we start actually making the move. Your stop loss isn't at break even. That's when it becomes a lot more stressful. So even though price action kind of sucks right now, it's still stress-free. Yeah, Mike, that's not a bad idea, right? That's why I said it. If you guys want to take your TP here, take your TP, man. Because look at this move back down. Yep, we're going to get stopped at break even here. We're going to get stopped at break even. We inverse the 2-minute, so that's not a good sign. So I'll probably get stopped at break even on this one. And there it is. Break even stop. Break even stop. Back to $400. Back to $400 in profit. All right, well, I attempted it. We attempted it. I loved the setup there. I thought that was still a really solid trade setup. But the way the market's moving today does not want to agree with us. It wants to manipulate like crazy. Crazy manipulation. But I can still be happy and walk away in the profit on the day. And I said before, guys, I'm only looking for one trade during this session. I'm not going to keep trading during this price action. We finally saw a really good setup, and you can see how it played out. So if you took TP up here, awesome. If not, cool. You should still be in the green on the day. Not much, but it's a little bit. For this kind of price action today, any kind of green is pretty solid. Any kind of green is solid on a day like today. But yeah, guys, that's all I got today. I don't think I'm going to keep trading this. You guys can see it's getting more volatile. A lot more manipulation here. I still expect this one to go up to the data high, but I'm not going to keep trading this. We got our entry model. We got our entry level. Didn't work out. Cool. We move on. But you guys have questions, any comments for me? Again, I think it's just going to be a quick session today. Yeah, no, I'm down. I'll hop on the charts during Asia, and I'll see if we have good price action. We'll hop on a live for Asia. If price action sucks, then we won't. We'll just stay out of the market. True that. Verdad. There's always tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you. Quick session today. We tried it. We're ending the day green. I'm always happy about walking away in the green. So I'll keep you updated. If we have good price action tonight, we'll run a little Asia session live. If the price action sucks, we'll stay out. We'll wait for tomorrow. Sound good to you guys? Cool. Sweet. Of course, guys. My pleasure. All right. Take it easy. Go get a workout in. I'm going to go hit the gym, get a little workout in, refresh the mind a little bit, and we'll be back during Asia. Peace out, my friends. God bless.